welcome to my little urban homestead and welcome to Fabric Friday. Bread bag. This is for when I cook up loaf ones rather than round cob ones. And I'm going to line this one. Now I am using the offcuts of the calico that made my mother's covers for her sofa, but you can do them out of one full piece. I have 4 pieces here, 11 inches by 20 inches, and that shredding noise is Mason. Has some paper, he's shredding it. I've done 2 lots, I think they're 40 inches by about 1.5 inches, and those will be my ties. But this, I want a bit of an accent around it. So went through my stash, and yes, I have got a pair of trousers in this fabric, and this is a bit that's left. So I'm going to put a sash there, which will just lift it up a bit, but it will also act as the casing for my ties. So we don't need them just yet. What we need to do now is basically just sew 2 together and those 2 together. Now you can press your seams open, leave them closed, whichever you want to do. But we've now got a really long piece. Well, 2 really long pieces. I'm just leaving them. So I want the right side of that together, because believe it or not, this is going to be the top of the bag. So we'll line that one up with it, get your seams to nest, and put that, clip that side, and we will want this side to nest as well. That's exactly where we want it to be. Start part of the way down. This is going to be where we can turn it. So start part of the way down, and then back it, lock your stitches off, because that will have a bit of pressure on it. And then sew all the way around to about 3-4 inches away from where you start. And there we have a long tube with a little bit of an opening in it. Right, put your hand inside as much as you can do. And I didn't leave enough space to get my hand in, but pull it apart because we're going to box those corners. So I've shown you before about how to box your corners. We want about 3 inches. So if we're boxing the corners, we need to measure up half that amount. So we want 3 inches, which is an inch and a half. Yeah, inch and a half. So put that on the corner. That is where I want my box corner to be. We've lined up the seams, so the seams are just right now. It's that small you can eyeball it mainly. Probably didn't catch any of that because my hand was in the way. Sorry, I'll do another one. Pull apart. Your seam for the side and your seam for the bottom. Make sure that they're in the right place and they nest together. Pull the tip so you can get a nice points to it. Lay it down. Keeping everything level again. 1.5 inches, and that should give me a 3-inch corner. Eyeball roughly where it's going to be. And I'll move my hand out of the way now. If your fabric flips up, just flip it back down again. And that's 2 corners boxed. Go all the way to the other side and do these corners as well. Battery low then. Once you have boxed all your corners off, you can cut them off. I don't bother, I leave them. It helps give the corners some rigidity. Find the place that you left unstitched, so you can now turn it to the right side. So the right side's out. Yeah, it would be better if I'd left a little bigger hole, but never mind. Now we need to just stitch this bit down, and this is the bit that I'm going to use as the liner. So just turn them under, clip. It's easier to do clips there to hold it in place. And then stitch all the way down, as close to the edge as you can get. We took that's going to be the liner on the inside. Because we've boxed all the corners to make sure all your corners are coming out in the right place. It feels a bit wrong on the inside, but because it's twisted slightly, that's better. So now what I'm going to do is find the top edge and top stitch that down, and that'll just give it a nice crisp edge. And there is the bread bag, but we need ties on it now. What I'm going to do with these, that will go across there as a nice little accent for, and that'll be the casing for my ties as well. So what I'm going to do first is just turn the ends in 1/4 of an inch. If you've got a right side and a wrong side, you want to turn them into the wrong side. Do it on both your pieces. Now I'm going to take it all to the iron and press to the wrong side about 1/4 of an inch to 1/2 an inch down on both sides of both of your accents. These strips, I've pressed them down about 1/4 of an inch, 1/2 an inch, wherever you want, and decide how far from the top you want them. I've decided about 1.5 inches, so I've made a little mark on my seams. Now this will be easier if you've got a free arm. This is a free arm machine, but I don't feel like taking it out of the table just for this little bit. I could use my embroidery machine, but I don't feel like doing it. This also shows you it can be done on one that has not got a free arm. So put your accent fabric where you want it. So close to the edge. Bring it all the way around, because you want to get as much down as you can. I should have marked lower down, so I'll get it right. So if I put it there, that'll tell me I'm going right. And stitch it down. Turn a bit more, and we can actually now see my other mark, and I'll put it there. You can draw a line straight across. Make sure that you're not sewing the front to the back. You've still got the opening. Now I'm going to sew the other one straight on. I aren't going to stop and cut thread or anything. So there it is. do the same as before. Stretch it out. Make sure it's 1.5 inches. It needs coming down a touch to there. Because this is going to be gathered with the ties anyway, so it isn't going to be noticeable that it isn't quite 1.5 inches. Or it's a bit more than 1.5 inches, whichever. So just get it thereabouts. So that's sewn down across the top, and all you've got inside is a line of stitching. So do exactly the same now across the bottom. And there it's finished. You put your homemade bread inside, pull, tie them off if you want to, or just leave them like that. And it just makes a nice extra this, and it makes the casing as well. Just a little bit of an accent fabric. You don't need to box the top corners because you're pulling them closed anyway. And I've done these ties exactly the same as I did in my drawstring bag episode, but that'll help to keep the bread fresh and free from flies and that over summer. So there you are.